What's up guys, this is Crypto with James talking to you today about Solana. Solana have had a rough run since everything happened with FTX. We've got to take a look at some of the recent developments because there's been a few projects that have effectively closed down off of Solana. There's been some positive developments as well. We've got to take a look at what this can do in terms of price action in the next bull cycle. Before I get into any of that though guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed everyone that I was buying up all these coins because I expected them to have huge profit potential. And you can see what profits you would have made if you'd have popped $100 into each of these coins when I released my videos. And if you'd have sold a little less than 18 months on, because that's when they hit their highs. So in 18 months, if you'd have popped $2,600 into these coins, well, that's $100 into each one, sold in 18 months, your profit from a $2,600 investment would have been over 123 grand, which is pretty good, right? Now, I sold all of these. Since the market crashed, I have been buying up new cryptos. I continue to do so. By the way, September, historically, one of the worst months in crypto, one of the worst months in all markets. It's known as the September effect. I'm going to be adding to my portfolio when we start seeing more market downturn. There's a couple coins that I've already added that I think have huge 100x potential. There's another one that I'm looking to add that I'm going to be adding next month when the markets start dropping more. If you want to learn about them, if you want to find out about them and get in on them, go to copymycrypto.com now. Go have a look through the website. Everything on the site is public record. So all the videos, all the photos of all the members and the money that they've made, everything is public record. It's all on the history of this channel. So you can confirm everything you read before making a decision if it's something you want to try out, if it's something you want to join. So pause the vid now and go take a look through the site, guys. Right, Solana. Solana's at 20 bucks right now. And look, its all-time high was staggering. You know, it did $260 in the last bull cycle. Huge run. For it to do 260 bucks again, that would be a 13x. That would put it at a market cap of roughly $104 billion. Now, is that likely? Probably not, to be honest. We've got to take a look at everything that's happened with Solana. So one recent announcement is Clockwork have closed down. So if you're not familiar with Clockwork, this is the smart contract automation protocol. And they shut down, or they plan to shut down by the end of October. And the founder of Clockwork, Nick Garfield, describes it as having limited commercial upside, which is not great, is it? The decision underscores a growing trend of closures within the Solana ecosystem. Clockwork's impending closure is not an isolated event within the Solana ecosystem. Earlier this year, we saw the DeFi platforms Friction and Everlend Finance also close their doors. Notably, Cardinal, which is another Solana-based NFT protocol, also announced its wind down in late June, citing economic conditions despite having raised $4.4 million around a year earlier. And not Andrew Garfield, that's an actor, isn't it? Nick Garfield pointed out in a number of tweets, look, bittersweet news today. The team have decided to step away from active development of the protocol. And Clockwork was designed to facilitate scheduled transactions on the Solana network and to automate the running of applications through smart contract triggered events. Despite its pending shutdown, they confirmed that the Clockwork code will remain open source and freely available. He encouraged interested developers to fork and ship the protocol should they wish to continue its development. And Clockwork actually secured $4 million in seed funding last August in a round co-led by Multicoin Capital and Asymmetric, with additional participation from Solana Ventures. And look, the reality is that Solana have had a really rough time of it. The FTX collapse really hammered them. And that's for a number of reasons, not least of which is obviously, FTX's collapse hit the whole market, but Sam Bankman-Fried was a heavy investor in Solana and a number of the Solana projects. And we actually saw Solana drop below $10 at one point. But there are positives here, right? There are massive positives. So during August of this past year, or this, we're still in August, although when this video goes out, maybe not. A lot of positive news hits the Solana stands. So in the last few days, another year happened on Solana, but if you were too busy to notice, these 12 industry-shifting innovations may have gone under your radar. So it's integrated with Shopify. The biggest news for Solana was the integration into Shopify. General credit card fees on Shopify range between 1.5 and 3.5%. However, with Solana Pay, this drops to a fraction of a penny. Shopify accounts for 10% of all e-commerce traffic in the US. So Solana Pay offers no transaction fees until the end of 2023. And then after that, obviously, there'll be some transaction fees. And as a result, there'll be more money flowing into the Solana ecosystem. Also, there was the only possible on Solana campaign, which highlights what sets Solana apart. For instance, Drip House team dropped 25 million NFTs for only $3,000. And Hive Mapper is mapping the world with thousands of dash cams from users. All this is possible because Solana offers lightning fast consensus, parallel transactions, scalable tech, and compressed NFTs. And Solana is brilliant. It's just the only thing I'm not a fan of or I wasn't a fan of, which Solana have improved, was the way that they dealt with congestion. They shut the chain down, restarted, rebooted. I didn't personally like that. I think that's going to cause more issues than not, but it is something they have worked on stopping. Solana's GPT-4 plugin added to the ChatGPT plugin store as well, which is a big deal. So this can track your wallet balance, understand transactions, or explore NFTs. Maple Finance is one that returned to Solana. They're a treasury management solution, and they provide yield backed by US Treasury bills. So the fact that they've come back to Solana is obviously a big deal. They have Elusive offers private token swaps. So with Elusive, we can welcome private DeFi on Solana. This offers an alternative to the transparency of DEXs. As a result, token swaps leak critical user data. However, Elusive's private swaps decouple the public keys from on-chain activity, so it hides your portfolio, it keeps you secure. It's always a good thing. Now, they might have issues because anything to do with privacy, governments aren't going to like. I could always come back to that. Drip House raised $3 million as well. It was off the back of so much of what they've done, particularly with the NFT drops. Brave introduced Solana NFT token gating as well. So Brave Talk added this to their video calls. As long as you use any Solana wallet, it gives you the opportunity to use an NFT as your avatar, token gate access to calls by NFT collections, and automatically assign moderator roles based on NFTs held. You can also sign in with Solana by Phantom. It's a new sign-in method for Phantom, not the Phantom, ePhantom. And staking with Marinate Native, which is Marinade Finance, launched its native feature. So you can stake SOL on autopilot. Native allows you to delegate to the 130 plus best validators in one click, which was a nice little feature. And Membrane Finance launched the first native Euro stablecoin on Solana. This is in compliance with the European markets and the MiCA bill. Now, to clarify, the MiCA bill should start in 2024. So we'll see what happens there. And they also had the first ever African Solana-based art exhibition as well. We've granted the FTX collapse was brutal, but Solana are bouncing back, and they're bouncing back pretty damn well. This is an incredible chain. It's insanely fast. It's insanely cheap. There are 11.5 million accounts. People love Solana. Average cost per transaction is 25 1,000ths of a cent, which is insanely low. And it's transactions per second is a staggering sort of 4,700. So they are doing pretty spectacular things. We also saw Helium move on to Solana, bringing 5G to Solana. I really, by the way, hate the idea of Hive Mapper, but fair play. I'm sure some people will like that. Solana have grown. It's really impressive. I think the all-time high was too sharp, too fast. And when you look at the potential market cap, I just think it's a little too high. I'm looking at Solana more as around that $120 mark. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course it could do more. But it's only been through one bull cycle, and you've got to bear in mind one bull cycle is not evidence of a pattern. It's just one bull cycle. It's one moment. Solana, by the way, is buyable everywhere. If you're going to get it, highly recommend BitGet. BitGet are going to be a top 5 exchange. I partnered with BitGet because I think they're outstanding. One of the first things they did was onboard Lionel Messi as an ambassador. Lionel Messi is obviously rocking the MLS League right now. But BitGet have the the largest copy trading community in all of crypto. 500,000 people use the copy trading features. They have some of the best earn mechanisms within crypto. You can actually now use BitGet via your wallet as well, which is a cool feature. Plus, they've introduced KCGI. This is the King's Cup Global Invitational. So this is a trading competition with $2.6 million for prize pool money. It's absolutely crazy. And you can participate, guys. The competition begins at the beginning of September. This is not one to miss out on if you're an active trader. There's a huge price potential here for a huge winning pool. Now, if you want to join, there's a referral link in the description. This will give you discounts on trading fees. Don't miss that, because that means you get more crypto every time you make a trade. But back to Solana. Look, maybe it breaks its previous highs. Previous high is $260. Say it hit 300 bucks, that would be a market cap of 120 billion. That's staggeringly high. It's obviously possible, but I'm just not. I've seen a number of cryptos in the past that have done huge all-time highs off of very small price points previously, and then they haven't replicated that in the following bull cycle. And often those coins only hit 60%, 66% of their previous all-time high, or even 50% or less. We've seen a lot of coins that had a huge high in their first bull cycle only do 30% of that high in the next bull cycle. And I just think there's a risk there with anything that's only been through one bull cycle. But Solana have had such a rough ride, it just makes me hesitate a little bit. But don't get me wrong, this could certainly be a coin that does far more. Once again, it blew people's minds the first bull cycle. Maybe it's going to do that for its second. If you think it's going to do that for its second, if you think it's going to bang up to, let's say, $500, that'd be a market cap of $200 billion. Do you think that's doable? If you do, let me know in the comments. Let me know why. Let me know what you think of the projects on Solana. Are you using any of them? Because then obviously the statistics for Solana are fantastic. The speed, the cost. But are you using everything that's on them? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd be fascinated to hear. And guys, if you just want to take the work out of your crypto investing, if you don't want to do any but you want to make good profits, head over to copymycrypto.com. That is the site I run where I share with every member everything I'm doing. Anytime I buy a crypto, I let my members know what coin I'm buying, why I'm buying it, what kind of profits I think it can have, and they can copy along. There is no work involved for any of the members. Guys, I've added a few coins over the past couple of weeks. These are coins that I think can 100x. I'm absolutely going to be adding at least one new coin to my portfolio in September when we see that market drop. Don't forget the September effect, folks. And if you want to learn about it, if you want to get in on that 100x coin, head over to copymycrypto.com and just look over the site, read through it all. Everything on the site is public record. All the videos you can confirm because they're all on the history of this channel, along with all the pictures of all the members and the money that they've made. So you can read through the whole site, you can confirm everything you read and make a decision if it's something that you'd like to try out, guys. And that is it from me. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. Bye-bye.